What's going on, Melon Farmers? D-Mac back with another episode of the Hamilton Huskies franchise mode for NHL 21. So the first thing we're going to do in this is go back, look at the edit line screen yet again just to show you guys the team that we got, that top line of Granlund, Ryan McFarland, and Gus Nyquist. We had David Perron, Eric Stahl, and Andreas Janssen rocking the second. Nick Ritchie, Derek Stepan, and Scott Lawton on the third, and Jay Beagle, Barclay Goudreau, and Noel Achari on the fourth. I think we actually have a relatively strong forward group considering we're an expansion team. We got plus fives on our top pairing defense with Ethan Bear and Brett Pesce. I know their overalls aren't all that terrific, but I mean, with the plus fives, I think they will actually be pretty effective. On the second pairing, we've got Calvin DeHaan and Chris Tanev, dad himself, and Jakob Larson with Sami Niku down at the bottom two on defense. In net, we have got Cam Talbot, the 33-year-old, 6'4", 196-pound goalie on a 3-year contract worth $3.6 million. And we've got Adam Werner, the 23-year-old fringe starter. It says minor league starting goaltender, but I do believe he could be a serviceable backup for us. So anyway, we are going to just dive right into this one. We're going to get a month into the season. Thing is last. We're going to sim through the preseason. Hopefully don't run into too much in the way of injury trouble. And then we are going to play the first game ever. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to back this up just past the Ottawa game so we can see how so we can see how everyone, frig off, is doing. Get out of here. Oh my goodness, the freaking trades, man. So we can just see how everyone is doing based on the preseason and everything like that. Make sure everybody's gelling just fine. Yeah, this is the time of year when everybody's making trades, man. So we're 3-0. We're 4-0. We are 5-0 in the freaking preseason. I think a lot of it has to do with the plus fives on defense that we had. We have pluses on pretty much everything on this team. So after 7 preseason games, we went 5-2. David Perron leading this team with 8 points in 7 games. Let's take a look at the rest of the team. David Perron is the highest overall guy we have. Oh my God, look at Ryan McFarland. 6 freaking goals in 7 games, plus 4. He took 3 penalties. The kid is looking hot, man. The kid is looking good. Gus Nyquist played good. Noel Achari, 11 and a half minutes per game, and he still managed to have 5 points in 7 games. But I think he's on the fourth line, I'm pretty sure. Stalzy's doing good. Everybody's doing good. Here is the kicker, though. What do we got in net? 7 games, 951, 1.29 freaking goals against average in the preseason. I freaking like that, man. Let's just get a month into the season and let's see how we're feeling, man. So we're on October 9th. We are going to sim ahead to November 1st. What do we got? November 1st. Here we go. Let's see how we start out as a franchise. I do not think we're going to do all that well this year, but it's kind of hard to say. We had a shootout loss against the Oilers where we only got 1 goal, but I think, oh man, there's another loss. Like I said, it's our first year. We're not that great of a team. That is totally fine by me. We will view the draft class, but we're going to do it a little later on in the season. And once we know a little better what our first round draft pick is going to be like whereabouts in the draft is it going to fall? They want to give me friggin' Riddick and a 6th for Noel Achari and a 3rd. No, thank you. We are 3-2-1. Make that 4-2-1. We're actually off to a relatively, that's Burnaby. Okay. So that's the minors. We'll just freaking let that, we'll let that go. We're 5-2-1 to start our first ever season. Man, we're actually looking pretty good. I'm just going to say continue for now. So Anaheim, Chris Tanev, that's not good. You don't want him gone. He's only gone for like a week, but he's that second pairing defenseman that you don't want to freaking lose, man. So, who do we all... Oh, yeah, we got Steven Johns. That's right. I think you can't freaking see anything still. But Steven Johns is a defensive defenseman. Only a +1, though. Man, what about, Jakob Larson? No. What about, no. No. Nah, we're going to have to just deal with it, man. Steven Johns finally getting on the ice. We lost in the shootout, so we are 5-3-2 in our first 10 games ever. Now let's go and check and see how everyone's doing. Eric freaking Stahl, man, second line center, lighting it up with 11 points in 10 freaking games, man. So Eric Stahl with 11 points in 10 games. David Perron he's a point per game player. Andreas Janssen's playing good. DeHaan's playing good, but he is a -6. Calvin DeHaan is actually a -6. Getting a lot of points, but he is a minus. We got Granlund with 7 points in 10 games. He might be in the middle of a bit of a career comeback right now, man. Ethan Bear, 7 points in 10 games. I'm liking it, man. He's a +6. Gus Nyquist, Ryan McFarland. Oof. He's got 5 points in his first 10 games. If he could have a 40-point rookie season where he gets like 20 goals, 20 assists, something kind of like that, or 25 goals, maybe 15 assists or something, I am totally fine with that, and that should make him grow quite a bit, right? Brett Pesce playing good, Scott Lawton. Everyone on this team seems to be doing relatively all right here. Tanev's a minus, though. We do have a fair amount of minus players on this team. But Calvin DeHaan is by far the worst minus on this team right now, man. Oh God, who was I looking for there? Where's Blippy? Where's freaking Blippy, man? His Steven Johns. That's who we're looking for, right? Where the hell's Johns? Can't believe I actually just like totally freaking skipped over. Or is he just not played a game yet? I don't think he's actually played a game yet. All right. So we'll go with boom. Back up this way, and now let's look at goaltenders, where Cam Talbot is playing really, really well. He's played 9 out of 10 games. He's got a .925 save percentage and a 2.15 goals against average. He's looking really strong. This Adam Werner guy, man, oof, not looking so strong. I think he's only started the one game, though. So let's quickly take a peek at what is going on around the league, and we'll go from there, man. Entire league, we've got Jonathan Drouin leading the league. Get out of town, man. I notice not a lot of people are putting up like crazy point totals right now. We do have attribute effects at 10 out of 10, so it's kind of surprising that nobody's like lighting it up coming out of the gate, right? So we are going to skip ahead. Actually, you know what we're going to do? First things last, we're going to skip ahead to the 7th, and then we're going to put Chris Tanev back in the lineup. So how do we do against Florida? 3-0 win. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, man. Tanev. We're going to say continue. Luckily, we got morale off, so even on the 7th, it's not going to hurt us, right? So what did we do? There's 3 wins in a row, man. Chris freaking Tanev gets taken out with an injury, and in the 3 games that he misses, we actually got 3 wins in a row. And I know that Tanev is not the problem. He is a better defenseman than Steven Johns is. Steven Johns, though, if you look at, he is 83, 88, 87. And then we go back to Chris Tanev. Chris Tanev's 88, 88, 88, right? He was a -4 in those 10 games, but I'm just going to throw it out there and say it's not Chris Tanev's fault. Oh, man. All right, now we are going to simulate. Let's see. How far can we get? I'm thinking let's get to December 31st, and then we'll take another look. I like this team enough that I trust them to go 2 months. I trust them to go 2 months deep without really having to stop for too much, right? Look at this. Winning back-to-backs. That is 5, 6. That's at least 6 wins in a row, man. No, that is 6 wins in a row. That's what it is. All right. So, yeah, we got 6 wins in a row. We're 11-4-1, 12-4-2. Gold Beef, nah, that's Burnaby. That's the minors. We don't care about that, man. Another win. This team is like shockingly putting friggin' wins together right now, man. Gold Beef. I'm gonna say best lines because there's been a couple of injuries in the minors there, so I'm just gonna say best lines. For right now. Oh, looks like Hamilton might be yeah, we're on a bit of a losing streak now. It's going to be a good year for rookies. Is this not this is the Atu Ratty draft, I believe, right? That first one? All right, say December 1st. They want to give me a 2nd and a 3rd for Stepan and Beagle. Not a freaking chance. That would be a pretty good cap dump, but I am not willing to give up those guys. Not even a little bit. So at the end of, no, I don't want to give you Stepan. I know he's got a big cap hit, but like, get out of my life. Come on, man. So I'm thinking we're going to wait till New Year's. We're going to check and see how everybody's looking. We've only had 1 injury so far this year. And now that I've said that, we're going to get absolutely demolished with injuries, are we not? I can see it happening, man. It's been known to happen before. We're putting together a shockingly good season right now, though. But, it's Fogarty. Yeah, still in the minors, man. It seems like we have a lot of guys with some pretty decent discipline here. So I don't mind that one bit. But yeah, after this, we're going to check on everybody's stats. We're going to see how everybody's doing, plus like around the whole league and everything. And then we'll take a nice quick peek at the draft class. We are on like a three game freaking losing streak right now. Make that 4. Oh my, make that 5. Come on, boys. What are you doing? All right, so we're damn near at the halfway point of the season. Suddenly we're on a hell of a losing streak. When you hit best lines in the minors, I hope to God that doesn't mean like best lines freaking everywhere. Because if that's the case, I am like pissed. No, that's still our lines. All right. All right, so we're gonna go see who's doing what on this team. Maybe see where maybe a bit of a weakness for us might be. All right, what do we got? Eric Stahl still leading the parade. The 36-year-old playing 16 minutes and 40. He's a +7 though, you know. David Perron playing well. Look at freaking Andreas Janssen. Andreas Janssen's doing really good, and he's a +4. We could use some more plus players on this team, but I mean everybody is looking really solid. Gus Nyquist has 12 goals. He's looking like he could very well be a 45 to 50 point player this season. That'd be awesome. Stepan probably going to be about a 40-point player this year. I'm pretty happy with that. Granlund, I would like to see more out of him. I thought this could be a real like career resurgence for Mikael Granlund. It appears as if maybe that was not the case. We got our boy Ryan McFarland, still 77 overall, but he's got 18 points in 37 games, on pace for close to 40 points in his rookie season. I got no beef with that whatsoever. Our boy Ethan Bear, he's looking relatively solid, looking like he might have about a 35-point season. Lawton, these are all depth guys down here except for Brett Pesce, but he is a defensive defenseman, man. Jay Beagle, yeah, you know, I don't really have too much of a problem with most of this. Stephen Johns in the 3 games he actually played was relatively decent, though. I want to look at our goaltending to see if that's kind of a problem. Nah, Cam Talbot played 28 out of 37 games. He only has 12 wins, but he's got a .915, .251. For what he is, I mean, that's solid enough for me. And look at Werner. Werner now with 11 games played. He's got 6 wins, .911, .268. That's actually halfway decent. I don't mind that one freaking bit. What do we got when we go to the entire league? All right. Oops, wrong freaking way. All right, that's the Winnipeg Jets. Sid the Kid. All right, so Sidney Crosby on pace for well over 100 points this season. He would fit on our 4th line, though, so there's always that. McDavid missed a couple of games. He's looking like he would have been pretty well over 100 points had he not missed those. Well, he actually still is on pace for more than 100 points, but Jack Eichel, wow, he's actually down to medium elite. I can't believe Eichel's not still a high elite. Actually, sometimes I can't wrap my head around him not being franchise. So our first guy would be Eric Stahl, all the way down here. Probably in the top, I guess, 50 players in the National Hockey League, maybe top 35 players in the NHL this year right now. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. So now we're going to go and look at the draft class. So you know what I was almost thinking? I was thinking about almost skipping the trade deadline this year, not making very many moves. Wow, we just have like no info on anyone, eh? I mean, it is still relatively early on, but I figured we would have more info than this. Or did this franchise start with like 0 scouts? Do we have just like no scouts right now? Like what the hell is going on here? Okay, so if I go over here to hire staff, I gotta see not coaches, I want scouts. How many scouts do I have? Look at this. Look at this. I have what? 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14. I have 18 scouts and I have like no info on any players yet. We're at the halfway point. All they said is it's going to be a good year for rookies. We just got nothing going on right now. All right. So you know what? Maybe we'll think about like shaking it up a little bit here and swap him out with like Alex Galchenyuk and see if that works for a month. You know, we'll just swap those guys out and see if that makes any kind of a freaking difference. Did some of my special teams change or no? No, it all is looking pretty damn solid, man. Okay, one last thing I am going to look at now is I'm going to go into the team stats here and I'm going to look and see what our special teams and stuff looks like. We are in third in our division. All right, so we're going to go to entire league where we are. Where are we? 12th place in the National Hockey League. Okay, goals for per game is the first thing we'll look at. We are down. How many is this? 8, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Ugh, we're 16th in the NHL in goals for per game. And in goals against per game, we are. Okay, so that'd be 8th. Oh, yeah, we'll go by fewest. Yeah, let's go by fewest. We're 7th in the NHL for fewest goals against per game. On the power play, we are 7th place on the power play, so that's pretty damn good. Oh my God, look at our penalty kill. We have the number 1 penalty kill in the NHL. Come on now, that's just silliness. We're in the top. We get a lot of shorthanded goals. Our penalty kill is at 90.6%. That is absolutely ridiculous. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to skip January, get a little closer to that trade deadline, and see what that crap's all about. All right, here we go. So there's January. We'll get to, we'll get to February 1st. We'll just skip ahead, and hopefully the guys can turn this around, and we can get a little bit, oh my God, that's like, I'm not even joking. We're on like an 8-game losing streak right now. This is absolutely bonkers, man. But now we are going to try this month out with Alex. I swear to God, we are on a 10-game losing streak. This is absolutely stupidity, man. Come on now. We're going to see if Galchenyuk maybe produces a little better than Granlund did. Again, I'll say best lines in the minors there. Up against Florida, another shootout loss. My God, we're going to become a 500 freaking team one of these days. This is bonkers, man. Pulled groin, head coach replaces player. I think if you hit best lines, though, it's not exactly the best freaking line chemistry. They just kind of put together whatever the hell. What else do we got? No, I don't want to give up Agostino right now. So it looks like we are, okay, whatever. Okay, so it looks like we are putting together a couple of wins right now. I'm going to wait on the draft class thing. Like I said, at the end of this month, I'm going to see how Galchenyuk's doing and see if he was even close to being what we need him to be, you know? Up against Boston to end the month, 9-1 loss. Are you kidding? We're 22-19-8. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Come on, let's go this way now. Where the Huskies, we are in a wild card spot right now, 49 games into the season. Let's take a freaking peek here, man. We'll go by like points per game kind of crap, you know. Granlund, 19 points in 37 games. He was about a half a point per game is kind of what he was sitting at. And in the 1 month since Galchenyuk played, he is playing better. He is doing better than Granlund was. So I'm kind of thinking maybe Granlund could be the kind of guy we could maybe move on from. He's got 19 points, but he's got a $4.3 million cap hit. If we can move on from him, and I don't know though, what would we want for him? I'm gonna go to the trade finder. Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. Absolutely not where I wanted to go. Frick. Oh my God, we're playing the NHL 20 game now where the freaking menu's not responsive anymore. As soon as the game was released, the menu slowed down. God damn, man. All right, what do we got? We're going down. Where in the hell is Granlund? Is Granlund also... Yeah, Granlund's got just no value at all. Granlund's got no trade value. Is that because he's not playing? Is that what's going on? They'd give me a 7th rounder for Granlund in San Jose, and that is it. Oh my God, man. I think that's what we're going to try this for a month now because Galchenyuk did work better on that top line in the 12 games that he played, and I don't know if this is going to help Granlund exactly move up per se, you know, like Mikhail Granlund, though, we could probably stand to have him on the power play here. So what I think I might do is move Derek Stepan off the power play, maybe throw Mikhail Granlund out there in that second power play. And then we've got Granlund on the team now. So we're going to skip ahead, get closer to that trade deadline, which is right near the end of February. It's the last day in February. So I'm going to sim up here. I think most of the trades will happen like on deadline day. Oh, great. Oh, my God. February 24th for Andreas Janssen. Crikey. What do we got now? Okay, so Granlund, where do you fit? You fit on that second line best. Oh, it's a +1, but we're going to have to go with it. And then, yeah, we're going to have to bring back Scott Laughton. Yeah, so our friggin' chemistry just went down a little bit, but we're going to go with it, and hopefully here we get a couple of freaking wins, and we can put this all together, and we can come away with a halfway respectable record. I wasn't expecting to make the playoffs this season, and then this damn team gave me hope until Ethan freaking Bear is gone. Oh my God. So Calvin DeHaan works up there. Jakob Larson, I guess, works up there. Oh, and then we're going to have to go with Steven freaking Johns down here. He is a right defender. Tanev for Pesci, no. What about like Larson? No. We're going to leave this exactly the way it is. We want to have that high-powered offensive defenseman, Burnaby player Kenny Agostino. Okay, so this is where all the injuries are coming in. This is where we're getting all our injuries. Okay, so Ethan Bear is available to play in the team's next game. We're going to stop sim after the Colorado game. There. So finishing. Okay, frig off. I don't want to trade you Eric Stahl. Okay, so we're through these games. I'm going to edit the lines very, very quickly, and then I will be right back. So I figured Andreas Janssen. Oh, it's the 24th. All right. So what we're going to do is jump back to the calendar now then. And we are going to open the calendar. Like I said, this freaking game, it's like the menu slowed right back down, man. All right, what do we got? All right, 3-2 loss against Philly. We need to get Andreas Janssen back, but not as a playable injury, man. You want him full, good to freaking go. That's how you want him on your team, right? So I moved a couple of guys around. It might not have been the greatest thing in the world. I feel like we are seriously... seriously freaking hurting at this point. So again, I'm going to edit the lines and just put Andreas Janssen back on there. So we're getting back to the main menu in this one. We are now, you know what? We're going to go day by day. And we're going to get to that freaking trade deadline. They want to give me Ratcliffe for Eric Stahl. I am not about that right now, man. Come on. We got to pull out a win, man. We're dying out here. Oh, man, are we ever dying right now? Lucas Johansson is out. All right. And now, after this game, it is time for the trade frickin' deadline. Update status. What would we be? I don't know exactly what we are, man. Keep current trade block because there's not enter trade deadline. There we freaking go. I said enter trade deadline. All right, so let's see who's available, right? We got Marc-Andre Fleury, teams interested, us, Buffalo, and Minnesota. Where does it show? Oh, for the return. They want a top 4 defenseman for Marc-Andre Fleury. For Ryan McDonough, they want a first-line forward for Ryan McDonough. PK Subban, 2 years left at $9 million. They want a first-line forward in return for him. Josh Bailey... Whoa. What did Bailey... Oh, I think it's like going by what, hours or something? I don't know what's going on there. Brock Nelson, top 685 overall. Return, they want a top forward prospect. He is a power forward. He's a good player. I don't know that I'd want to pay him that much. Jalmerson's good to go. Duncan Keith. The problem with him is, yeah, he's got 3 years left. It's until he's like 40, right? Teams interested in Eric Stahl. Come on, stop doing this. The Anaheim Ducks trade second and B Kindop to the Islanders in exchange for Brock Nelson. There you go. Let's see. Oh, and then Getzlaf. So these are the guys that are actively R2. This is top 10 players. We'll go available. That's top 10. So we can keep going here. And see, I don't think there's anything we really want, you know? I certainly don't want anyone... Oh, trade alert. I certainly don't want anyone too expensive. The Avalanche trade Barron and Dickinson to the Rangers in exchange for Vlad Sobotka and a third and Jack Johnson. All right, all right. Gus Nyquist. Jordan Stahl. We could always get another Stahl, brother. We also got Gus Nyquist in there. All right, all right. Just going through this and looking, I don't really know. We've also got Stepan and Granlund on our trade block. Jake Virtanen. Come on, get out of here. I want to find Jake Virtanen, man. Where's Virtanen? I would love to trade someone for Jake Virtanen. Oh, it's his rights. He's not even signed. He wouldn't even be able to play right now. And they would be retaining $800,000. What? He has no contract. That makes no sense. I would buy the rights to Jake Virtanen, I think. He's 24. He's a top 6 guy. Could fit line 2. Fits on the power play. What would I have to give them for Jake Virtanen? We got that Chmelevski guy. He was a prospect that... trying to think, what do we have that they would want, you know? Nothing... Nothing with too much value. Anyway, there's that Galiev. Look at that. Galiev already climbed up to 51. I told you. And then there's our boy Sanford that we got. All right. What else could we get rid of? Chmelevski. I got him from, I guess, San Jose. I could always give them Chmelevski. Jake Virtanen has too much retained salary. Okay. So, so I can't get Jake Virtanen because they're retaining like 65% of a salary that technically doesn't even exist. Available, sold, off the market. Stat Central trade summary. Yeah, so if I was to go all the way down here, I guess it's not going to be Jake Virtanen. I'd like to pick him up maybe in free agency next year. I think he becomes a UFA next year, right? I'm pretty sure. We get like Andrew Shaw from the Hawks. Nah, I don't think so. Although he fits in our top 6, not our bottom 6 though. What else do we got? Nola Chari is also on the block from us. Artem Anisimov, Laurent Brossois, Grigorenko, Christian Juice, Brandon Dubinsky's 34. Eesh. Return. They want a 4th round draft pick for him. He's got like no value at all. It's the contract, right? So if I was to go to Brandon Dubinsky, if I click on Dubinsky here and they would retain $300,000 of him. He would fit on our 3rd line. You know, he's a 2-way forward that would fit on our 3rd line, but we don't really need him. Never mind. We do not need Brandon Dubinsky. Honestly, you know what? I think I'm kind of done with the trade deadline so far this year. Like I said, we're not a great team. We didn't project to be a great team. I don't really know that there's that much that I want to really do this first year. You know, we're a brand new team. I'd rather just take it day by day, figure out what we want to do, and just go from there. So you know what, in this one then, in this episode, we're going to get past the trade deadline. We're just going to go straight to the end of the year. And then next year, I'm going to have my notes, and we're going to do a much more detailed trade deadline. As we currently stand right now, I feel like we probably won't make the playoffs. What do we got? Chris Tanev again. Dad. Oh, man, no. Chris Tanev's gone for the year. Ooh, that is not good. So, again, we're going to just toss Blippy up here there. Steven Johns coming up to play on that top 4. I think our season might just kind of be... I think our season might be kind of trashed right now because Tanev is about to miss literally the entire season. So I just hope we're above 500. Actually, you know what then? If we're going to lose, I'd like to lose big or win big, one or the other. I don't like being one of these freaking 500 teams. There we go, guys. Come on, get a couple of wins. Slap a couple of wins together. We're 30, 29, and 10, and then we can take a look at our team stats. At the end of the year, we did manage to get Galchenyuk and Mikhail Granlund on the ice at the same time, so that's good. We're not overpaying and not playing, you know. We're not Louis Eriksson in the press box there, making $6 million to watch hockey for a living. And speaking of Alex Galchenyuk, he's pretty much gone for the year now. Oh, god damn, man. All right, so we're back at the simulation screen, and here we freaking go. Let's just... Alex Galchenyuk, available to play in the team next year. Yeah, frig. Oh, well, you like have to freaking do shit now. All right, so Scott Lawton, you can go back down here. Nola Chari, I'll get rid of you. And I will put Alex Galchenyuk back out there. There we go. All right. Are we freaking good now? Are we good? I think, I think Chris Tanev's probably pretty much available to go now. We're going to skip it. Yeah, it was the 4th. It was April 4th. Chris Tanev was available to play. 8-1 win. Are we like in a playoff spot now? Like, what the hell, man? We're like suddenly well above 500 again. It seems to be always when Tanev's out. Let's move over. Okay, so we are 5 points out of the playoffs with 3 games to go. I think it's safe to say we're probably not going to make it in. We would literally have to win every game until the end of the season, and the team ahead of us would have to literally lose every game until the end of the season. So I'm just going to throw it out there and say we're probably not going to make the playoffs. I just hope we don't get the dreaded 16th pick. You know, or the 16th pick or the 17th pick or whatever the hell it is. All right, so April 4th, we're just going to skip ahead to the end of the year, and I think we're probably missing the playoffs in our first year, but I'm kind of fine with that. That doesn't really bother me at all. Come on now, skip ahead, and we win. Oh my goodness, don't do this to me, Hamilton. Okay, we lost. All right, there. We missed the playoffs, and we won the next game as well. All right, so very quickly, before we end this one off, we are going to take a look at all the team stats for all the players on this team to see how they did in this first year in Hamilton. Let's see. We got Eric Stahl with 72 points, 28 goals, 44 assists. David Perron 1 point behind him with 70 freaking 1. Andreas Janssen, who missed 11 games this year, had a 54-point season. And we got him for 3 years at 3.4. I'm pretty okay with that. And the 18-year-old Ryan McFarland gets 31 goals in his rookie season. He is up to 79 overall, and I think he seriously is probably going to grow to like 81, 82 next year. And I think I'd like to keep him on that top line and really see if he blows up and starts to become, like a big freaking deal for this team. Granlund, 42 points. I don't know if you'd really call that a career resurgence. It wasn't bad. But I don't know that I would call it a resurgence by any means. In Nashville, he had a miserable time. But now he did have over 40 points, so I guess we could call that a bit of a comeback story. Not too terrible. Stepan played decent. Nick Ritchie was good enough. Ethan Bear played decent with over 30 points on that blue line. Lawton did good. Galchenyuk had over 30 points in 43 games. So you know what? I like the kid. I think the kid might be here to stay for a little bit. That would be totally fine by me. Brett Pesce had 30 goddamn points. He's a defensive defenseman. Jay Beagle with 30 points. He's on the 4th line, isn't he? Jay Beagle's been on the 4th line all freaking year. After that, we've got Sammy Niku, who did jump up to 80 overall. He was a plus 13, and he had 12 points. Not great. Whoa. Suddenly the scheme fixed? What the hell's up with this? Suddenly it's fixed. Oh, my God, EA. Come on now. And after that, we got Nola Chari, who in 63 games had only 11 points, and Blippy himself with 5. He was a plus 13, man. He was a plus 13 in 20 games. I ought to play him more. In net, we had Cam Talbot ending with a 907 and a 278. He actually dropped. Oof. And Werner in 20 games had a 910 and a 266. So Werner, the backup, was actually the better goaltender. I want to see how these guys in the AHL did. Ingram played tons of freaking games in the AHL, had an 896 and a 272. Not so freaking great. But look at this kid. Philip freaking Gustafsson jumps up to 76 overall, 32 games played, has a 917 and a 216 goals against average. That is like ridiculously good. Now I want to take a quick peek at how the guys on our minor league team did, like Josh freaking Hosang, who had 62 points. What do you think, guys? Is he coming up next year? Is he finally going to make the leap? Bunieves with 61 points. He's ready for the National Hockey League. JT Brown already should be in the damn Hockey League. Same with Kenny Agostino. Lucas Johansson climbed up to 70 freaking 7. Dude, he's going to be NHL ready next year. He could be a third liner or a third pairing freaking defender for us next year. And he's a left-handed shot. We got him with like Sami Niku or something. That could be pretty lethal. Who else do we got for young fellas here? I don't know that we really have much in the way. Oh yeah, Giovanni Smith had 25 points. I wonder if he'll grow. If he grows, he could be a depth guy. Alexander Fortin had 30 points as a two-way forward. He could maybe make the jump if we hold on to him. Not 100% sure. That's the thing, right? We got Thomas Gregoire. Nah, he's a defender. Scott Sabarin actually had 22 points. Good for freaking him, man. That's what you want to see. All right, so we'll jump back over to the NHL. That's the Hamilton Huskies. Let's take a look at who led the actual league here. So, Connor McDavid with 111 points. Nobody's too shocked on that one. All right, so he's up to 580 career points. He was a plus 25. Jack Eichel with over 100 points. Ovi, 48 goals again for freaking G-Paw there. 35-year-old Ovi, 48 goals again. My goodness. And this is he going to go for Gretzky's record. Look at McKinnon, franchise. Love it. Taylor Hall in Buffalo, they're saying he's going to have a freaking 93-point season. Oh, baby. Wouldn't that be something? You know what? If Taylor Hall was to decide to become a free agent, I might consider grabbing him for our top line, man. I didn't even think of Taylor Hall. I might want to maybe grab him for our top line if he goes to free agency. I think he could be a huge pickup for us, man. All right, so now I'm going to check rookie skating really quick. And Vladimir Taratukin was the first overall pick, that freaking sniper. On top of that, we got Zach Ludwig, the third overall pick. You know, we could have had this kid, man. Alexi Lafreniere, the 19-year-old, he's high elite. And Ryan McFarland, the second overall. Barrett Hayton looking pretty solid. Moritz Seider. Dylan Cousins, Vitaly Kravtsov, Nick Merkley. Nick Merkley's a friggin' grandfather, though. He shouldn't be in this. Come on now. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. In the next episode, we will be doing the year 2 offseason and draft and everything that goes along with that. We'll get our lines all set up and ready to go for the second season with the Hamilton Huskies, where 100% we are going to be going for a playoff spot. Anyway, like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. And until next time, have a good one.